The city had always lived quietly beside the water. A wide river cut through its center, feeding old reservoirs, underground tunnels, and forgotten canals built decades ago. People trusted the water. They drank it, bathed in it, built their homes close to it. No one questioned it until things began to feel wrong. It started with small details. Water taps sometimes ran cold, even in summer. At night, residents heard faint splashing sounds long after the river should have been still. Some claimed the water level changed by itself, rising and falling without rain. Authorities dismissed it as old infrastructure problems, but the water was listening. Late one evening, a maintenance worker named Ethan Cole was sent to inspect an abandoned pumping station near the river's edge. The building had been sealed for years, yet alarms had triggered inside. When Ethan opened the rusted door, the smell of damp metal and stagnant water hit him instantly. Inside, the pools were full, too full. The water surface was perfectly still, unnaturally smooth, like polished glass. As Ethan walked closer, he felt an overwhelming pressure in his chest, as if something beneath the water noticed him. Then the water moved, not splashing, not waves, just a slow, deliberate ripple, circling him. Ethan never returned home that night. The next morning, the city searched for Ethan. Police found his flashlight near the pumping station, but no footprints leading away. Surveillance cameras showed something disturbing. Ethan entering the building, and then the footage distorted, as if water had flooded the camera lens, despite the camera being dry. Rumors spread fast. People began reporting strange dreams. In those dreams, they stood near dark water while something watched them from below. No face, no shape, just awareness. Children refused to bathe. Pets growled at sinks and toilets. The city laughed nervously and moved on. The water did not forget. Within days, water-related accidents increased. A man drowned in a shallow canal barely knee-deep. A woman slipped in her bathroom and claimed the floor pulled her down. Emergency responders noticed the same detail every time. Victims had water in their lungs far beyond what was physically possible. Scientists were called in. Tests showed nothing abnormal. No bacteria, no toxins, no parasites. Yet every sample taken from the water felt warm, as if it had a pulse. A research team installed sensors deep inside the underground water tunnels. That night, the instruments recorded movement, large movement, against the flow of water. Something was swimming upward through pipes never designed to hold life. The pressure reading spiked. Water surged through the system without pumps activating. In several neighborhoods, taps began running by themselves. Residents reported hearing whispers in the sound of running water, not words, intent. One sentence appeared again and again in recorded audio distortion. "You are above me." The city shut down its water supply. Bottled water replaced taps. For a brief moment, things seemed calm. Too calm. Then the flooding began. Basements filled overnight. Streets pooled with water that refused to drain. Even when pumps ran non-stop, the water stayed. It crept higher, inch by inch, as if reclaiming territory. In one flooded street, a drone camera captured something beneath the surface, an elongated shadow moving between submerged cars, slow and confident, not hunting, waiting. People began disappearing near waterlogged areas. No screams, no struggle, just absence. Shoes left behind, phones found dry on wet ground. Authorities ordered evacuations, but panic made everything worse. One survivor described falling into knee-high floodwater and feeling hands, not grabbing, but guiding him downward. The water thickened around his body, heavy like gel. He escaped only because the water suddenly released him, as if he had been examined and rejected. Researchers finally admitted the impossible. The water itself was acting as a connected system, not controlled by something, being something. A vast organism spread through pipes, rivers, reservoirs, and rain. It learned quickly. It learned human habits, human fear, human timing, and it learned that cities were built on top of it. One night, the city lost power. Darkness swallowed the streets. Rain began to fall, slow at first, then relentless. Emergency broadcasts warned citizens to stay away from all water sources. Too late. From flooded intersections, shapes rose just beneath the surface, not fully forming, not leaving the water, only impressions, humanoid outlines pressing upward as if testing the boundary between water and air. The water wanted more. At dawn, the rain stopped. The city stood silent, drowned in shallow water reflecting gray skies. No birds, no engines, no voices. In the reflection of a window, one survivor noticed something horrifying. The water reflection did not match the city above it. Beneath every street, every building, something vast moved, stretching, flowing, learning. The water had always been there, and now it was awake. After the blackout, survivors gathered in the highest parts of the city. Rooftops, upper floors, abandoned parking structures. Below them, water stood unnaturally still, reflecting the buildings like a second, darker city beneath the real one. No ripples, no wind movement, just silence. Then the water began to withdraw. At first, people felt relief. Streets slowly reappeared, flooded homes drained, emergency teams prepared to move in. But the scientists watching the sensors felt something worse than fear. The water wasn't retreating randomly. It was organizing itself. Deep beneath the city, pressure sensors showed massive internal movement. Water rushed through underground tunnels in patterns, circles, spirals, converging paths. It was gathering, compressing, strengthening. One researcher compared it to a muscle tightening before movement. At the same time, survivors began feeling strange sensations, sudden thirst, headaches near water sources, and a deep discomfort whenever they stood above drains or manholes. Some claimed they could feel vibrations through their feet, like a distant heartbeat under concrete. The water was no longer everywhere. It was choosing where to be. In the old industrial district, an entire block collapsed overnight. Buildings sank several meters into the ground, swallowed by softened earth and hidden canals. Rescue drones sent down into the ruins showed something impossible. Water flowing upward through broken foundations, defying gravity. Inside that water, faint shapes moved, long, connected forms that bent and reshaped themselves instantly. Not separate creatures, one body, many extensions. The city had not been invaded, it had been claimed. A small evacuation convoy attempted to leave the city by bridge. As vehicles crossed, the river beneath them began to rise without rain or current. The surface stretched upward, forming a smooth wall of water that pressed against the bridge supports. Drivers reported seeing faces form briefly in the water, not detailed, not human, but suggestive enough to trigger panic. The bridge did not break. It was lifted. Cars slid sideways as the water reshaped the structure, tilting it just enough to send vehicles into the river, where no splashing occurred. They simply vanished into the surface as if absorbed. The water had learned efficiency. By now, the remaining scientists understood the truth too late. The organism did not want to drown humanity. It wanted to replace it. Cities were ideal environments, endless water circulation, constant supply, predictable behavior. Humans built systems that fed the organism without realizing it. Pipes, tanks, filtration plants, sewers. The creature didn't attack openly anymore. It waited. It let people come close to water on their own. And slowly, quietly, the city above began to empty, while the city below grew vast, intelligent, and patient. The end.